If you've been around here for a minute, you know that I love a good garden to table moment. So behind me, I have basil. This is Pan American's test garden. Let's see their garden standouts for this year. Here's Everleaf Thai Towers. The entire tower series for their basil is late to flower. It almost doesn't flower. In my garden, the Thai Towers did not flower at all, and it just kept pumping more and more leaves. What I also love about it, it is a pretty upright plant. And so if you don't have a lot of space like me, it stays nice and tidy. It doesn't need support, and it does not bush out too much and take up the entire bed. Now, this is the, sorry, I misspoke. It's not the Tower series. That's Thai Towers. It's the Everleaf series. Here's Everleaf Lemon, and this is the lemon basil. So when you touch it, smells like there's lemon zest in the basil. Here, this is one of my favorite peppers that they produce. It's called Candy Cane Chocolate Cherry. It is a mouthful, but look at the plant. It's so pretty. It's got variegated leaves. My goal is to grow this in my garden. I haven't found it in my area, but look at the striping, and it just turns all these wonderful colors. It looks like this green, and then it turns into that color. And at full maturity, it's almost like a brown. So let's look at the next one. This is New Kickstart, and look at the size of these peppers. Oh, I don't know any gardener that doesn't get excited to find fruit on the plant, but that's how big the plants get. They're very upright and sturdy. As you can see, there's just one little stake holding it up in the center. And behind it, it's called Bellatrix. It looks like it's a Roma variety, lots of fruit on it. And then here is an eggplant. It's called Fairy Tale. You might have seen those before, but this is their version. And I can't get in, oh here, you can see right there. They're so cute, so many. They're tiny, but they're so prolific. That plant probably has about 20 on it by itself. And you can see it's a compact plant. All of these are pretty compact. Over here, there's some more of the Thai Towers. You can see how tall they get, but not wide. So this is my hand for reference. Smells so good. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this, lemon sun. Look how cute. I love these kind of patty pan saucer type squash. And then here's another tomato. And then here's another bed for squash. And this is called New Green Lightning. And I guess it can be a winter squash. I'm not sure, I'll have to wait for the tour, but this is really cool. They're right there, growing. Lots of pollinators on it. This one, I believe I have in my garden. It's called Wonder Star Red. You can see in there, and there's one ripening inside. And then here's Wonder Star Pink. And look, Wonder Star Pink. Ooh. This is the new Kickstart pepper again. And so you can see they've really planted this out, really healthy plants. There's irrigation, they feed it well. You can see how healthy everything is, and I just want to pick and make a salad. Let's go look at the kitchen minis real quick. So in the kitchen mini section, if you watched my Labubu video, you know that I got some and I made a whole Labubu garden, but these are the ones that I have. This one's actually cocoa. I don't have this one. I do have red velvet, and they're teeny tiny. You can see this is my hand. So no space, no excuse. And their slogan is actually no garden, no problem. These actually can grow inside with a bright light, and there's no excuse for you to not grow food at home. One of my favorite all-time basils, other than the Thai Towers, is this kitchen mini bonsai. Look how teeny tiny the leaves are. Like, there's my hand for reference. And when you're ready to eat for your salads, you just pick this off. You don't even have to chop. So dainty, so cute. I have these peppers in my garden. It's called the taquito. So cute. And you can see in the back, they give a little info. You can see right there. And they have some new ones. This is Kitchen Mini's Hot Burrito. Such a cute name. And this one is hot fajita. So these are some hot peppers. And I don't know about you. Oh, this one's called tamale, so it's probably a little toasty too. And this one's called hot lemon zest. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't eat things that are too hot. So I actually don't need that many peppers, and this is perfect. Just one small plant. Now, this one I'm super excited about. I don't have it in my garden. I need it. This one is called Cosmo, and it starts purple and it ripens to red. Look at how cool that one is. You can see it right there. It's a little bit more purple, the Cosmo. And then this is Kitchen Minnie's Fresh Bites Orange. So you can see back here, there's some. And then that one's Fresh Bites Red. This one's another yellow right here, so you can see. All right, so let's continue on vegetables. We were at Pan American Seed. Now this was Kitchen Minnie's. And let's go show you some burpees. In the theme of no space, no excuses to not grow food, look, in a basket, this is Topsy Tom. You can see how much, there's that cluster. These clusters are massive. Look at that. And then the peppers, now this is called Sweet Heat. You can grow them in baskets as long as you keep them irrigated. And there's strawberries in baskets. And this, look at these peppers. It's an AAS winner. It's called pot jalapeno. So these are jalapenos in a pot. And then look, this is patio snacker, and you can grow, this is obviously, it's at the end of the season, so the plant's a little bit tired, but look, full-size cucumbers right there. Up there too. It is hot. So now I'm in the Burpee section. So we have lots of tomatoes. This is called Pink Delicious. You can see, there she is. And then here, this is called Take Two Action. And you have the bush steak and the baby boomer. So you have more compact tomato plants, but lots of fruit. Then over here, this one's called Whopping Red. And if you can get in here and see, look how big those are. And then here, oh, we have a little bee pollinating a pepper. So we even have thyme in here. You can see it's under the canopy. And this is, see, what are we looking at? Is it cucumbers? Yeah, you can see there's little cucumbers growing. And then there's even some mint over there. There's some peppers. And then this one is called Hot Wonder, this pepper. And you can see so many flowers, and there are gonna be so many peppers by the end of the season. Over here, this is really fun because it's one pot with a lot of variety. So we have an eggplant here. And then here you have a tomato. And then here's another pepper. And so right here, you have a little nightshade pot. And I love that they test out how to grow differently, because these are in hanging pots. And here, oh, look, they have cucamelons. So this is, they call it the Mexican sour gherkin. Right here, you can see a little cucamelon. Looks like watermelons. Then here, this is a really happy tomato. This is called Sugar Basket Red. I have this at home. They taste really sweet, and it's a compact determinate, so it won't get much bigger than this, and you just have tons and tons of blooms and fruit. This is the orange version, and if you can tell, it's really pretty. It even cascades down the basket right here. And then this is Peppers from Heaven Yellow, and just look at how well they grow. Such a small space, so many peppers in just one pot. This is the red version. This is the orange version. And then these are strawberries. I don't see any strawberries on it right now, but look at all the plants on the runners. And it's just really pretty. Oh, right here. There's some strawberries. So beautiful. If you can't tell, there's a theme. I don't want to hear any more excuses about not having space, because you don't need a lot. Look at this Take Two Blockbuster. So you have a small plant here. This is the indigo. Look at all these right here. This is the indigo fireball tomato, and I think there's one in there. And then over here, that's a bushmaker. So it's a big beef steak type of tomato. It's a bush steak. So if you want a big tomato and a small tomato, you have small tomatoes for salads. This is great for sandwiches. Here we have Sweet Canyon orange, and these peppers are gonna be so good if you can see them right there. They're not orange yet. That's gonna be later in August. It's at the end of July. Here's the yellow one. Here's some more tomatoes. Look at these tomatoes. So good. I don't see the labels, so I can't tell you which ones those are. And then here, this one I'm very excited about. This is called Pesto Party, and it's an Italian sweet basil, and it smells amazing. I don't even have to touch it, and I can smell it. Here we have some oregano. This is Pesto Party again, and grown from seed. This is the one, oh, there's a bunny. Can you see the bunny? Right there. Let's see if you can see the bunny. It's right there. Okay, bunny, we're not gonna scare you. Okay, so here, this is the Wonder Star series. So we have red. Oh, one of my favorites, unicorn right here. Unicorn is so tasty. And then there's unicorn yellow. Oh, new. Yellow is new this year. I'm excited to try that one. Hopefully we get to try that one right there. And then so there's red I've had, yellow. Pink is delicious too. You can see it's just starting to change color. Really like a blush pink and then to a more deeper pink. This is the Bright Light Swiss chard. I bet that bunny is in here somewhere enjoying this. But as you can tell, oh, she's right there, this little booty. So this is the Thai Towers again. This is Bright Lights, the Swiss chard, and it's so healthy. There's a bunny that's here, you just saw it, and it's still, this garden is completely open and fine. So this is the Sweet Canyon red, sweet pepper, some more oregano. Here's some cilantro. It is hot, so it does go to flower into seed, but it's a great pollinator plant. This one is Everleaf lemon. That's the Thai Towers, and there goes the bunny right there. And then this is the pumpkin patch for kids. So I have this growing in my garden, I believe, and you can see, I don't see any pumpkins yet, but there's a lot of flowers under there, and they're coming. But you can see this is supposed to produce pumpkins that are 5 to 8 pounds. Again, no space, no excuses, because we have basil, we have parsley, we have oregano, it's even flowering, look how pretty that is. Thyme, parsley again, and you can see you can have an entire little herb garden in one pot. Here, this is sage right here. This is thyme, a curly parsley. You can see how pretty that is. Ornamental and edible. And then here is an entire basil container. Here we have cilantro, lemongrass, basil, and that looks like another basil. And then on this side, oh, we didn't even get to this side. This is cucumbers and more tomatoes. This is called Fortress Yellow Sweet Pepper. Let's see if we can see any. Oh, we have a couple. There's one right there. And then this is a cucumber plant. That is so happy. It has taken over. It could probably use some trellising, but it's beautiful. And then here's the tomatoes. You can see lots and lots of tomatoes. That's it for Burpee. Let's go back to Pan American Seed.
And then we also have a cucumber, which I don't have here with me, but I do have some of the fruit to show you. It is called Quick Snack, and it is a breakout star. It's called Quick Snack because it is incredibly quick. You'll start seeing fruit in about 5 weeks. It's super prolific. It doesn't need to be pollinated, and the flavor is out of this world. One of the best cucumbers, guaranteed. So that is Kitchen Minis. This is something that you would see in like a retail situation, kind of like at the checkout or at Trader Joe's. You might see something like this in a cute pot. So
I've seen it.
Yeah.
So here's what I would do with these. I would buy this, and maybe I'm buying it with this or not with this, and I'm putting it on my kitchen counter, and I'm eating off it for a month, and then I'm going back to the store and I'm buying another one and putting it back in the same pot. Now you can take them back to IGCs or Home Depot or those, and they've got places where you can put them to recycle. We actually have something here, don't we, Landon? I think for our team, we can bring our own pots back here, can't we? And the company will recycle them for us. So we try and use the recycling program. I mean, if we can encourage consumers to use the recycling program for pots, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. Any other questions on Kitchen Minis? I can promise you they all have delicious flavor. All of our produce is tested both for performance and for exceptional flavor, and I have tried all of them myself. The basil is super fragrant, so I encourage you to come around and touch it and get some of the delicious smells.
So what do you think you're going to expand the line to? Like maybe strawberries or?
I mean, I think that would be a very, very exciting prospect. I can tell you we're always working on innovation at Pan Am, and you can expect that our next introductions will be both innovative, solve problems for consumers, and be delicious. Without revealing too much of our what's in our pipeline. Cosmo is super fun. It's delicious, but also it is so ornamental in itself. I think that while Kitchen Minis are great in their pots and in this application, I've heard so many people telling me that this is a great fall combination, kind of like enhance this beautiful fall color scheme.
Is it sweet or spicy?
It's spicy, but it's more a mid-spice level. It's not going to be as hot as our habanero type, our zesty lemon, but it's also not as mild as our taquito, which is one of our most mild varieties of spicy peppers. And then we have our snacking peppers, which are all sweet. We have a yellow, a red, and an orange. So that is Kitchen Minis. We can move on to the vegetable bed. We have in our vegetable program, we have 4 different categories. We have groundbreakers, which are all things that do well in ground. We have basket bites, which are all going to be successful in baskets. We have patio picks, which are going to be great on your patios in your backyard. And then we also have our Kitchen Minis cucumber. So there's a few products that I want to talk about, and I'm very excited about this year.
I do.
We tasted some of them last year.
Yes, so you'll see this Everleaf lemon. You guys tasted this in the basil. It's got a beautiful kind of effervescent lemon flavor. It also has a beautiful lemon smell. I encourage you all to interact, feel it, get some free aromatherapy. It is divine, and you're also going to see that it's more late flowering because it's part of the Everleaf series, so you can come to expect the late flowering from that. And it's just, as you can see, it really fills out. You get a great crop from it. Our candy cane chocolate cherry is a really cool novelty pepper, and what's neat is its foliage is also ornamental with its variegated leaves, but then you also get this beautiful striped chocolatey cherry colored fruit. Let's see if we have any
In the back one.
in the back. There's one right over there if you guys want to take a peek. It is gorgeous. Also,
5 a.m.
again, flavor out of this world. Our new Kickstart is really exciting. Great flavor, great bell type consistency, and then also some great resistance in this one. So again, problem solving solutions. So this I highly encourage if you get a chance. The Kickstart is really great. Again, a great producer. You guys also tried this. This is our Thai Towers. I heard some feedback that this one tasted the most basil-y last night, so that's really exciting to hear. But when you cook with it, it probably will have a more anise flavor. Our Lemon Sun is a great squash, but what I really want to talk to you about is our newest patty pan squash. Oh, look how big she got. Which is Green Lightning. It is an AAS winner. It is called Lightning because it is fast. I can tell you that I have picked so many of these that I am tired of bending over and picking them.
There's a massive one in there too.
Oh yeah, there's if you
She's
look
hiding.
around,
Oh my gosh, on a spaceship.
huge ones. But the flavor is great for stuffing, great for roasting. I cut it up and I had it on a crudité plate. I am doing everything with this squash, so there's nothing that it can't do. And this is the All American Selections winner. Great product all around.
Are you treating it as summer squash when it's young and then kind of like a winter when it's old because it's harder, or?
You know, it's not quite a winter. It's still going to be a summer
Okay.
squash type. You're not going to get that hard skin like you would a winter squash.
Okay.
So summer squash still all around. Even when I've picked it large,
Still tender?
Still tender. Our Wonder Star rod is a heirloom style, but what's really exciting about it is when you have an heirloom, as much as I love heirlooms, they split, they get very large. There's a lot of unwieldy things about it. With this, you get the heirloom flavor, you get the heirloom look, and you don't have all of those problems. So again, a solution-oriented tomato. Newest in this line is Wonder Star Pink. I picked one. It's a little bit early, but so you can see that beautiful pink color, really gorgeous. The flavor, exceptional, and yes, you can expect that this line will be continuing in the future to give you a little teaser, and a lot of really exciting things coming from our Wonder Star series.
Is this the same squash as the other side? It's
Yes.
massive.
It's massive. It's delicious. Again, great for roasting. Sorry if I if I glazed over that one, but I was just so excited about our green lightning. But yes, this squash is going to be similar summer squash. Great for roasting. Great flavor. Really all around great product.
What was the name on that one?
Lemon sun.
It looks like the sun.
It does. It's about as big as the sun.
Yes.
It smells like a lemon head.
Doesn't it? You guys have to smell the Everleaf lemon. It is exceptional. Yes. Thank you.
I also want to point out how late flowering these are from seed. These are all, everything in the beds are obviously from seed, but even the basil, how tall and columnar and like a structural they can be in a mixed container, and you hardly see any flowers going on. And we're not here deadheading. We kind of just make them, see them as they are. So just a few buds just now starting. Where if we were to go to another bed of basil, you'd see those leaves and flowers starting to form, which is great for pollinators, but really tough to make all the basil leaves start to get a little bitter.
That pretty much sums up our bed over here. You'll see that
The one in the middle.
our fairy tale great eggplant series, also great in a container. So you'll see that that's also a patio pick. So many of these do cross over categories, and that's why we like to categorize them to help our customers understand where they fit in applications, so that they have successful outcomes as opposed to trying to troubleshoot and figure it out. We're all about the solutions. This is a great small, more compact habit eggplant. You're going to get beautiful fruit that's going to be about a little bit bigger than what you're seeing here, but not too much. So it's a great product. I like to saute it. It's delicious.
It's like personal eggplant.
Yeah, it's a little. It's
Single serving.
Yes. Yes, eggplant for one, definitely.
And then is that aroma type?
Oh, that is aroma type.
It said Bellatrix.
Oh, Bellatrix. Okay, so this is our aroma type. Bellatrix. You're gonna great for sauce. Really overall great flavor. I've picked these in the past and eaten them from the garden, and I can say, with some of the aroma types, the flavor can be not quite as at the forefront as something like an heirloom or an heirloom type, or even some of your sweeter cherries. But this one actually is packed with flavor. So again, everything in here I highly recommend, and not just because it's Pan Am, because I have tried it myself. So I encourage you guys, get in the dirt, plant some vegetables, and I want to hear how you do.
Thank you. I totally forgot to say bye at Ball, but here we're back at home, and I thought I'd show you my basil that I talked about and the cucumbers. This is Quick Snack. You can see It has a lot of fruit on it. Now this plant's been planted for a little while and it's pretty prolific. It does not need pollination. These are ready. They just formed a few days ago. It takes like a week. And then here's another one down here. There's taquito back in there because this right here, this is globe basil. There's taquito there too. This globe basil is taking over. I really need to harvest this. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 2026 varieties, and I'll see you in the next one.